Here, at this point of our class, we're going to cover SD-1. SD-1 and SD-2 are complex moves because there's actually 3, sometimes up to 5 different self-defense moves within one flow. But it teaches us flow and it teaches us techniques. I'm going to show you once with a partner. I have Headmaster Stolick here. If I turn away from him and he grabs my sleeve, all right, and he's going to pull me back, I'm going to step back into it and I'm going to palm up, go up to his elbow, control him, strike here to the floating ribs, rise. Now this hand is coming and grabbing this elbow, rise up, and if you'll notice, I put my palm towards my face. Your fingers will naturally arc like this, so that means you could go up this way and curl your fingers and not get behind his neck. So I'm going to rotate so that my palm is towards my face, slide around, then once it's behind him, I'm going to rotate it so I have the back of his neck. I solar plex knee strike, my foot comes down, close to mine, around behind him. I now slide my hand back, underneath his throat. I'm going to let him down gently here, down to the floor. At this point, I have locked this arm. I can break this arm at any time, strike to the face. I'm in total control. Go ahead, you can get up. We'll do it from one other side with a partner so you can see it one more time. I'm turning, the person grabs my sleeve. I rotate in, I palm up, I strike, rotate behind the neck, turn my hand. I'm going to get this knee strike to the solar plexus. Foot down around behind them. My hand slides back to the front of the neck and I have them down. I again have this arm totally controlled. I have a strike to the face. Good, thank you very much. Now, I'm going to go through that because you're home as we're doing this class. And you're learning this technique, and for some of you, you know the technique, but how do you do it without a partner? And that's something you should understand. That makes a difference. All right? I'm going to point out 1 or 2 things to make sure you know. We are very fortunate. Our school has books and DVDs. These are helpful tools in the best of times. But in the worst of times, they are essential tools. Very few schools in the world have the documentation we do of our style and our school and what we do. And you have that accessible to you. I've already received a couple of emails from people that say it has given me a good time to sit down and go through the 410-page textbook of the American Eagle style. All right? And in this textbook, on page 135 is SD-1. Step by step, explained, written out for you with pictures. Also, most of you have the American Eagle Style Self-Defense Volume 1 DVD. SD-1 is in this. So you can put this in the machine, watch it on your TV screen, and see it step by step, and pause it and back it up, and pause it and back it up. You have these tools. And if you're a black belt, you have the American Eagle DVD, instructional DVD, which is Eye of the Eagle Kata, which is required for first degree black belts. So all first degrees and higher know this kata. In this kata is SD-1. All right? So here are 3 pieces of information or materials in which you can find SD-1 at home to supplement your experience in this class that we're doing right now. So when this class is over, when I'm done explaining it again, you can go and refer to the textbook, the DVD with Master Chuff and myself and all the techniques, or if you have the Eye of the Eagle Kata DVD, you have SD-1. I have never run across a school that is as documented and organized as ours. And that's just a fact. That's not boasting. I'm very proud of the fact, but it's real. Go to your materials. They're there for you. So this SD-1 that we referred to in the textbook, in the DVD, in the net kata, I'm imagining somebody grabbing my sleeve as I turn away, or being drawn by somebody else. There's a number of self-defense scenarios that will make that happen. And they grab my sleeve. I take my left foot, I step slightly towards them, I rotate my hand over their arm, my palm is up, I'm at their elbow. I can see that I've got control of their arm, and the beauty here is that I know that if I push up quickly, I will dislocate this shoulder. Don't want to do that. I'm taking control of the situation. I palm up, I have their arm. At this point, I strike right here, just behind my own wrist. That's where their floating ribs are. And I'm going to strike to take the wind out of them, bring this hand back, slide it palm towards me to the back of their neck, rotate it, pulling their elbow down and back as I bring their neck down. I pivot this foot, I knee impact to their solar plexus, bring the foot down. A lot of people, they do this move and then they put this foot down. Their body's in the way. You have to see that body. So again, I'm here, I step in slightly, I've got control. There's the impact to the floating ribs. There's behind the neck, pulling the elbow as I bring the neck down, knee strike, bring my foot back close to mine and step behind them. Their head is here, their neck. I slide my hand down and around, I grab the front of their throat, holding their elbow again, pivoting. They're going to fall over this leg, and they're going to end up right here, and this arm is going to be locked, just as you saw a minute ago when I had a partner. I don't need a partner to see their arm, to see their head, and to know that I've got control. If I'm facing this way and I turn, they grab, I rotate, I step in slightly, that brings the center of gravity into them. I palm the elbow up, there's the strike to the floating ribs, behind the neck, grab, there's the impact to the solar plexus, step around behind them. Right here, my hand is going to go underneath their chin to the front of their throat. They're going to fall over my right leg. I'm going to have them right here, and there's the strike. All right? And I can break this arm. I've locked the elbow. Let's look at it one more time. Don't need a partner. I need to see this move. I need to understand all the processes that are going on and where this invisible partner is. I'm here, I turn, I say, I don't want any trouble, just leave me alone. By the way, you probably shouldn't be turning your back on them if you're already in a conflict with them, but you're hoping this is going to be done. You step away, they grab this sleeve of your coat, your jacket, whatever. I raise my arm up, I go underneath their arm as I step in, all right? There's the strike that takes the wind out of them. Up behind the neck, there's the impact to the solar plexus, which gives me total control. At this point, my hand is already sliding underneath the neck. I pivot, down they go. This hand has the elbow, the arm from their shoulder. Their head is right there. There's the impact if I need to. It's also possible to drop this knee now down onto their ribs. That's SD-1. And you can find it in the textbook, all right, in the textbook on page 135, and you can find it in the DVD, and you can find it in Eye of the Eagle, the kata. We have the materials, we have the instruction. this class now has given you the details. All you have to do if you have a question is double check it, and I will be looking for you at our next class.